Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I really appreciate you. Just reminding everybody that I do have 2 free readings coming up as soon as I hit 7,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you are subscribed and you comment and you're in the running for that. We got pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. And while you're choosing which pile, just want to remind everybody that I don't solicit people in the comments and I don't have a WhatsApp. And if either one of those things shows up, it's absolutely not me. The way to contact me is the email in my description. I check it all the time and I will make sure that I take care of you. It is right below the timestamps. So my gorgeous darlings, it's time for pile number 1. So we're asking about your next significant other. So pile number 1. Well, who is the next significant other for the gorgeous pile number 1? Moon. Who's the next significant other for the gorgeous pile 1? 9 of Wands. Should I take that one? I'm not sure if I should take that one. What is... That's very interesting. Because I'm getting right now, you may not be really seeing your way forward. A lot of things may be very confusing. You might have some fear regarding this. And you might be in a place where you might be a little bit defensive, which, you know, can be understandable depending on, you know, what kind of relationships that you have been dealing with. But I'm getting, even though you can't necessarily see what's going to happen, things are actually moving towards wish fulfillment for you. Things are actually moving towards success. And even though you can't necessarily, you know, you are maybe having to face some fears and some insecurities right now, or maybe feeling like things aren't going to happen, but it's like you need to know that even if you don't know who this person is, even if you can't necessarily see the road forward, that your road forward towards a very steady, stable foundation is actually already happening. But, I mean, I'm getting that you might feel, you know, very tired or very defensive, that you are having to deal with your subconscious and your fears, but you're also going to receive some kind of spiritual guidance that is going to help you move forward even if you can't see the way forward. Because as much as you are kind of tired and, you know, in this energy where maybe you don't want to fight for a connection, but I feel like your win is already coming to you. Your wish fulfillment is already being manifested. And along the way, you are going to have to walk away from something that isn't emotionally fulfilling. But you walking away, even if you don't know what you're walking towards, because you're walking towards the moon, even though, like, I'm getting, don't be afraid to walk away from something that's not fulfilling to you, because what is fulfilling to you is already on its way. And with the lovers, there is also, it's like some kind of spiritual connection, but it's also a decision and a choice. So I don't know if you're currently in a connection which you're not sure if you should continue fighting for, or maybe you're, not sure if you even want to have a connection. For some of you, that's the case. You're like, it hasn't been fun so far. But I'm getting like, don't be afraid to walk away from what hasn't been fulfilling you, because you're coming into winning, and you're coming into building a long-term happy, stable foundation with somebody that there is equal love. I also heard respect as well. So I'm getting that this future is already manifesting for you. You may need to walk away from things that aren't this, and you may have to deal with your own fears, but you're going to have the capacity to navigate forward, even if it's like you may have to navigate forward by faith rather than by sense. You may not be able to see the way forward, but you'll be able to feel the way forward. King of Swords. This person that you're manifesting in your life is somebody who is intelligent and witty. There may be, again, there is this manifestation. This is somebody that maybe you can't see yet presented in front of you. And there could be some time in manifesting this connection. Page of Wands. I feel like if you go forward with some optimism, it's going to help manifest in this connection. But I'm definitely getting with that Nine of Swords, the Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups, a lot of nines. You're at the end of some kind of cycle. And I feel like your fears and your anxieties can get in the way of you being able to really clearly move forward by faith. And I feel like that's what's taking you in the right direction. It's like you might have seeds already planted that are just waiting to bloom, or it's like what is for you is still a little off the horizon. But I feel like there is a need to get out of this place of fear. Intuition. Yeah. Because your intuition is going to show you the right way forward. You may not know why you know, but you will know. But you might be confused on, if you don't know how do you know it's true, or something like that. But as soon as you can lift yourself out of these thoughts that, aren't, or maybe keeping you up at night, that are punishing you, you're going to be able to pretty clearly see the way forward. And that way forward is going to bring you to this person that is going to be fair. They're going to be somebody that I heard responsible. There's going to be somebody who's, thank goodness you're weird, right? I feel like the weirdness about you is part of what is going to bring this connection together. So I feel like don't be self-conscious about being who you are, even if we're all weird in our own idiosyncratic ways. Go forward boldly daily. I feel like you going forward, living your best life, being bold, being the lovable weirdo that you are, is going to move you in the right direction towards this connection. But I feel like you are being faced with, it's like what is for you is already manifesting. It's already coming. But I feel like you're having to put faith over fear. Because maybe things aren't clear right now, but it doesn't mean that things will never be clear. I'm also getting that you got, even if you don't necessarily know what's in front of you, you may still have to take action because the King of Wands was on that card. Sometimes you have to move forward even if you don't know what's in front of you. And I feel like you don't know what's in front of you for a specific reason, because right now the universe is trying to get you to hone your intuition. Ace of Swords is a new beginning and clarity. So things are manifesting to you. A really stable relationship is manifesting for you. And eventually things are going to be very clear. But in the meantime, I feel like you are going to have to embrace that intuition. You are going to have to concentrate on the things that make you the best version of yourself and move forward even if you don't know what's in front of you. Because it's all part of manifesting this. So it might be uncomfortable. Well, it's going to be uncomfortable because the road is not going to be super clear. But you're still going to be able to make the right decisions. And you are going to have clarity. And the clarity is going to move you forward. And you are going to have a brand new, steady, stable beginning that will eventually build into that long-term successful relationship. But there's a need to maybe turn a new leaf. And there is this very soft heart. And I'm getting that you have this very soft heart. And I've also got some. What about this soft heart? What do you need to know about your soft heart? I feel like you have this very soft heart. And you are somebody that can really have this very ideal relationship. But you also need to be practical. So you have this soft heart, but there's also a need for practicality. And there is a need for grounding things in your life. With some, I'm going to get clarity on some Ace of Pentacles. Again, Ace of Pentacles came out before. With some, it's like, I feel like you're definitely going to get some kind of offer that's really stable. I feel like you need to maybe make sure that, again, even you have this really soft heart. And I feel like some people are really deserving of that, but not necessarily everybody you come across is going to be deserving of your heart, your love, your affection. And I feel like you need to also really pay attention to your intuition, because, you know, if somebody gives you a warning sign, you know, it's okay if you then believe that, even if, you know, you don't actually have to give people a million chances. Because some people are going to really offer you what you deserve, and some people may not be worthy of just the profound kindness of your heart. And it doesn't mean that they're not worthy of love or respect. It just means that you need to be paying attention to your intuition. And you need to be trusting your intuition, and sometimes your intuition is going to tell you to walk away, and you need to be willing to do that, knowing that what is for you is coming for you. So I hope that this helps you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 7,000 subscribers. So be subscribed and comment, and you're in the running for that. I want to say thank you to everybody who's been liking, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. It all matters, and I'm really grateful. If you do want to contact me, my email is in the description. It's right below the timestamps. I'm not going to solicit you in the comments, so if somebody does that, it is not me. And I do not have a WhatsApp, so if you do want to contact me, you need to use that email. But I check it all the time, and I will follow up with you. So my gorgeous and talented pile number 2. Pile number 2, my gorgeous angels. How your next significant relationship. Your next significant relationship. 6 of Wands, King of Wands. Your next significant relationship. Star. I feel like there's definitely going to be an improvement in your next significant relationship. I feel like the person, because you are going to be moving towards success and away from difficulty. There is going to be wish fulfillment here. So I don't know if you're going to take more actions that are in a very proactive way, but I see a potential partner here who is somebody that is inspired and talented and interesting. And they have substance. So I feel like you're moving forward away from difficulty into wish fulfillment, and it's going to be with somebody that is pretty passionate. But with this, the Knight of Wands is better when you have the King of Wands, because the King of Wands has staying power where the Knight of Wands doesn't necessarily. But I also feel like for some of you, this person is going to have some of the qualities that you have really enjoyed in the past, but they're going to have more substance. But I've got Wands and Wands, so this is somebody that you will have a lot of passion with. Clarity on the, I feel like there's more to be said about this Knight of Wands, so King of Pentacles. So I feel like you're bringing in somebody much more stable. And that stability is going to be wish fulfillment. It is going to move you away from difficult things into calmer water. So if any of you were dealing with somebody who's inconsistent or a player or something like that, you are going to move forward to somebody who is much more steady and stable. And that is going to be an improvement, and you are going to have whatever it takes to move away from the drama of things. Your next significant relationship, 8 of Wands. I feel like there's going to be a lot of ideas. There's going to be a lot of passion. The 9 of Wands fell out. I'm not sure whether I should take it or not. But the 9 of Wands can be tired, or, you know, it's the wounded warrior card. So, I mean, you may have to deal with you know, may need to be in a place where you can let good things come to you. Because just because you have had bad experiences doesn't mean that all experience from now on will be bad. I mean, you may have to deal with somebody who is much more stable than maybe you have dealt with in the past. But ultimately, things are moving forward towards stability. But I feel like things are going to be very exciting. Your next significant relationship. 9 of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to enter into this next relationship when you're in a place that is very stable, where you're going to be in a place where you may want a relationship, but you do not need that relationship. Ooh, 3 of Swords. Are you going to have a 3 of Swords in this relationship? I definitely, is this the upcoming? I feel like you have definitely dealt with heartbreak and you are healing from heartbreak. Because this is the next card. This is healing from heartbreak. And you healing from heartbreak is going to bring in somebody that is really going to reciprocate, give you the love that you give. So while you have definitely had heartbreak, healing, your heart is going to be on the mend, and the stuff that you've done to build yourself up, to make yourself steady and stable, is going to help bring in this reciprocal loving connection. Knight of Pentacles. 6 of Swords fell out again. I'm getting like to move forward towards this relationship, I feel like you need to make practical steps forward and move away from drama. So I'm seeing you moving away from drama, dramatic situations, you moving away from heartbreak, but it moving you towards this happiness. And I feel like King of Wands, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. I feel like it's all going to be really helpful for you to go forward excited about what, this wish fulfillment that you are going to receive, this, success and winning and really being treated the way that you want to be, that you are going to receive. And I feel like you just having that optimism is really going to help. You having this practicality is really going to help. You walking away from anything that isn't fulfilling you. So I feel like, pardon me, dropping things as I do, but I feel like if you're dealing with somebody who's inconsistent, don't be afraid of walking away. Because you're manifesting in success. You're manifesting in somebody that is going to be exciting and fun, and that there is going to be reciprocal love and appreciation. And I feel, if something's not taking care of you, or somebody isn't taking care of you, just walk away from what's unfulfilling, move forward towards calmer waters, do some practical things, because wish fulfillment is going to happen for you. Believe. So I feel like you're being asked to have some faith that if you walk away from something that's rocky or rough, that you're going to have the happiness, excitement, and passion that you deserve. Keep being beautiful and kind. You are this beautiful, kind wonderful person. Life isn't one size fits all. So if you're trying to fit into a situation that doesn't fit in with you, like, just know that maybe not every path is your path. And I feel like you are being able to, being told to walk away from things that don't serve you. Walk away from people who aren't going to be there for you. But you walking away from that, you moving on to calmer water, is going to just manifest a much better version with somebody who's going to have the passion, but also there's going to be the staying power too. So have some belief, have some optimism, and know that something awesome is manifesting for you. And life isn't one size fits all, so it might be different than other people's experiences, but it might be something that's right for you. With the fortune teller has all the suits of the card. So I feel like, especially with belief, I'm getting like you have some control over your fate. And there's a lot of things to look forward to. But I also got the 9 of Wands again and the Fox. It seems like you need to... Anybody who's inconsistent, you have to have boundaries regarding those people. And you need to walk away from people who are playing games, people who are out to get what they want and then leaving. You know, so I feel like you need to have some belief that things will work out for you. And you also need to walk away from what doesn't serve you. So anybody who doesn't treat you with kindness and respect, you know, doesn't serve you. I mean, don't get me wrong, they may have this larger cosmic thing that they're here to do, but if somebody is a love interest and they do nothing to improve your life, I mean, you shouldn't be like in it so somebody can improve your life, but you also shouldn't be in a place where somebody's just taking from you and you're not getting what you need. So you have a very soft heart, and you have come against people who have not very soft hearts, cold. So I feel like you need to move on from anybody who, with their actions, shows you that they're inconsistent, shows you that they're out for themselves. So that is the kind of person that you need to keep at bay. That is the person you need to walk away from. But you're just going to walk into success, and you're just going to be taking control of your life, moving away from difficulty, and really having somebody that has substance. So don't be afraid to walk away from anybody who acts cold-hearted. Because you being the real, authentic version of yourself is what's going to tie you to this prosperity that's meant for you. Because those were connected, like you being this version that is unapologetically yourself. And of course we need to be, you know, we have light sides, we have dark sides, and you know, it's always better to be the best version of ourselves. but it should be a very authentic version of ourselves. And it's like you're going to bring in wish fulfillment in relationships and success and things moving forward for you. But it does feel like you do need to have some clarity to move forward. And will. I feel like you're going to have to show some strength of will. 6 of Pentacles. Because if somebody does not offer you fairness, if there is no give and take in a relationship, you're going to, no matter how soft your heart is, you're going to have to show strength of will to walk away from that, because you're just not supposed to be in these one-sided relationships. I've got A that might be important for somebody. So I'm getting like what's going to bring you to this next relationship, this next significant relationship, is just walking away from things that aren't fulfilling for you. Walking away from your needs not getting met. Being very insistent that there should be balance in the relationship. But you doing that is going to bring in somebody that is exciting and talented, and you're going to have a lot of joy and success. So I feel like you're not going to be choosing, not having that excitement, but you will be choosing to no longer be participating in drama, even if you're not the one that's causing it. So I hope this helps you. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 7,000 subscribers. So be subscribed and comment, and you're in the running for that. I also, if you want to contact me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. So just make sure that you, excuse me, I forgot how to talk, but make sure that you use that, because I'm not going to solicit you in the comments. I don't have a WhatsApp, and if somebody does that, there's a lot of people who are scammers. But if you are going in the description, that's my email. I check it all the time, and that way I can keep you guys, this whole community, safe, and I can actually look out for you. So, my gorgeous and talented pile number 3s. So, my gorgeous darlings, your next significant relationship. 10 of Pentacles. Your next significant relationship may be the person that you marry. Ace of Cups. I feel like there's going to be a lot of love and affection. Look down, and it was 3333. Of course, your pile number 3, and the timestamp was 3303. So 3s seem very significant for you in this pile. So, you're going to find a brand new beginning in love, and it is going to have staying power. This is going to be somebody who is very stable, somebody who is very practical, somebody who is very giving and nurturing. Ooh, a 9 of Swords. I feel like you may have a little bit of a block. And I say that with the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. So I feel like the next significant relationship you're going to have, it's going to be a brand new beginning in love. It's going to last the test of time. It's going to be somebody that, that you could marry, and that it would make sense to marry but I'm getting these 9 of Swords, which is these intrusive thoughts, and these 9 of Wands So I feel like there's a need to deal with your own thoughts and your own, because I feel like you need to be at a place where you don't push away this success. It's like, but what if you do win? Because this is going to be a really, like, there's nothing, I'm so far, it doesn't seem that there's anything that's going to keep you from being really successful in this, keeping you from having a lot of love in this, because this person is going to bring just the right energy to have this amazing relationship. But you have to be in a place where you're not afraid of success, where you can conceive of what if it does work out. Your next significant relationship, Queen of Wands. I feel like I'm almost getting the Queen of Wands for your energy. So I'm getting like there's going to be a need for you to act, for you. I feel like there's going to be a need for you to act on what you want. Ooh, Seven of Swords. I feel like maybe this relationship might trigger you in some way. So I feel like it's important that you don't just get scared and run from this relationship. Because, we all have things that trigger us. But I feel like there's a need to realize that things can work out. And if something offers a lot, I feel like there are definitely some people who, if they get faced with what they truly want, they'll run away from it because it's better if they feel like they ran away from it rather than them potentially losing it. But I'm getting like the only way to lose this connection is to run away from it. And that ultimately, if you want to work together within this relationship, you will just have a really steady and stable relationship. King of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this is a relationship where there will be a lot of love and there can be long-term stability. This is a relationship that's worth investing in. But this King of Swords, sometimes the King of Swords is about being logical. But I'm getting that there is a need, because this is an emotional new beginning. This is a practical new beginning. This is a decision that has to be made with the heart space. And this is even a relationship that is practically going to make sense. This is a relationship where there's going to be a lot of love. But you're not going to make the right decision if you try to take your heart out of the equation. Swords, swords, swords. Swords are going to work against you. You might, there's a possibility that you'll feel like you're acting logically, and you will simply be dealing with your fears and avoiding. So versus this is something that, you know, can be built. I feel like there's a need to follow your passion. There's a need to follow your heart. And that this is even going to make sense on a practical level. But your head might lie to you. Two of Pentacles. And if you just get into a place where you're getting overcome by your fears and you're making a lot of decision based on your fears, then there is going to be imbalance in this relationship. So there's going to be a need for you to make a decision because the relationship in front of you is somebody that you could marry. But there's this fear and this fear of being hurt. And we're all human. None of us want to be hurt. But I feel like if you just think about, if you're just in your thoughts, you know, you're going to just be dealing with your fears. And you may be avoiding what can really bring you stability and happiness. Which will take a situation where you can have this long-term stability and put this in a place where there will be lack. So you're going to get an offer of love and affection. You're going to get an offer of stability, and this is going to be somebody that's absolutely worth investing in. But you need to take actions even if you have some fear, because if you run away from this connection, you're going to be in a place of loss and lack. And a place of loss and lack that was unnecessary. Knight of Swords. I feel like, yeah, there's a need to take action. There is a need to realize that maybe you have manifested this connection into your life. And even if you need to take baby steps towards creating stability, it's like that's the better route. So here's the thing. It's that you are going to manifest in this amazing person for you, that you can have this. But once you manifest this person in, you're also going to have to make the right choices. Because if you're just dealing with your fears, you could possibly create some lack in this situation. Queen of Wands. Yeah. There's definitely a need for some kind of proactive action. And even if, or inspired action, I feel like when this person comes into your life, you need to be in a place where you're not just operating from your fears. Because if you're operating from your fears, you're not going to make clear choices. And what's even going to be weirder is this is going to be long-term happiness that you even manifested into your life that you might be afraid of. So be in a place where you can tell the difference between what is right for you and what isn't. You may be praying, but are you planning? I'm getting like you need to like be thinking about what you're going to do. Because I do get that there is some kind of necessary action that is going to need to be taken. So you can want this all you want, and it is going to come into your life, but you are going to have to take some necessary actions, and you are going to be able to need to be able to let this into your life. Care a little more than you think you should. Sometimes it's worth it. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting. Somebody's going to come into your life and they are absolutely worth all that caring. Hope. Yeah, I feel like you need to have some hope and faith. And when when the right person comes into your life, you need to be in a place where you're not overwhelmed by your fears and illusions and what you could lose, and really be in a place to take action regarding what you want. Because this, if you allow this relationship in, it's going to end really strong, stable, foundationally strong. Because, and it's like there's going to be love, there's going to be things that can be built on. So I'm just getting, when the right person comes along, be in the place where you can accept the right person coming along. Because this is somebody that's going to be very committed. This is going to be somebody that is very nurturing. This is going to be somebody that you can have long-term happiness and success with. But you will have to deal with, what if you're faced with long-term happiness and success? Are you actually ready for that? Because it's going to be available to you. And I feel like as long as you don't get in the way with your own fears, then there is going to be an availability for this to happen. I'm not sure if I didn't take charms, I apologize. I feel like I did, but maybe sometimes I'm not. I'm a little bit in trance, so it can make me a little foolish. So pile number 4. Oh, before that, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. It all matters. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 7,000 subscribers. So be subscribed and comment, and you are in the running for that. And I want to say thank you again. If you do want to contact me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. I don't solicit people, so if somebody tries to get you in the comments to do something with them, it's not me. And I don't have a WhatsApp, so use that email, and I check it all the time. So my gorgeous and talented pile number 4. Your next significant relationship. Ace of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. I feel like somebody on your destined life path, somebody is going to make you an offer. And this is going to lead to commitment. 3 of Swords. This quite possibly one of two things is happening here. Maybe this is somebody where you have had some heartbreak regarding before, or this is going to be a new beginning after heartbreak. I'm getting that you are manifesting a future with stability and with abundance in it. And I feel like at this moment you are waiting for your ship to come in. And you may and you definitely have dealt with heartbreak of some sort. But I feel like you're willing to look at the future, because what you're manifesting in is somebody that has done a lot of work on themselves. Somebody that will probably be very protective of you, and that can offer you a lot of stability, because there's somebody that has created stability in themselves. So you are manifesting, like, what you're manifesting is going to happen. You're manifesting in the world. But I feel like you have had to end negative cycles in your life. But you are successfully ending negative cycles in your life. And you are attracting in somebody that is going to give you the kind of stability and support that you deserve. This is already being manifested for you. This is already happening. And I feel like you definitely dealt with a lot of heartbreak. You've definitely dealt with negative cycles. But you're no longer going to deal with those negative cycles. You're moving things forward towards happiness. And somebody on your destined path, somebody who's going to offer you real stability, real commitment, is on their way. I get that right now, you may be a little bit defensive. You may be a little bit tired of maybe dealing with one person in particular or people in general. So I feel like you may not be super open to relationships at the moment. King of Swords, Ten of Swords. And I feel like because you've dealt with heartbreak, you've dealt with betrayal, you've dealt with unhealthy cycles and connections, and one of these unhealthy connections broke your heart and made you feel betrayed. That being said, wish fulfillment is coming. The sweet nectar of success is coming. The wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. And there is going to be some divine judgment. But I feel like the divine judgment that you're dealing with is not something that you need to be worried about. Because you're leaving behind negative cycles. You're leaving behind whatever kind of karmic cycle you might have dealt with before. I mean, sometimes you don't have to fear judgment if you didn't do anything wrong. But I feel like you are bringing in... So just know that no matter how painful things have been, that is not what your future is going to look like. Your future is going to be stable with somebody who will really give you the commitment you deserve, and somebody who has done the work because you did the work. And maybe somebody is going to have to deal with some kind of consequences regarding your actions, but the consequences regarding your actions are going to be rising you up and moving you away from difficult cycles. So just know that the cycles of heartbreak, the betrayals that you felt, the connections that just haven't been healthy, those are not what you're going to be dealing with anymore. You're going to be given an offer of real stability by somebody who really has their stuff together, because you deserve to have that commitment. Believe. So I think that despite the fact that you have dealt with really rough situations, you are being asked to still have belief, even though at this point, with that 9 of Wands, you're pretty exhausted. If you never ask for what you want, you will quite definitely never know. I feel like right now it's the time to ask for what you want, because everybody is going to get what they deserve. Dream, do, deal. So I feel like right now you should be dreaming about what you want. You should be doing what you want. You should be making deals that are beneficial to you. And probably generally beneficial, because it's good to have win-wins. I've got the Rat. You have definitely had somebody that has worked to undermine you, has not been honest, has not been straightforward. Maybe that is the person that broke your heart. But just know that what happened behind you is not what's going to happen in front of you. And it's not going to happen because you've closed out the cycle. So I feel like, again, world charm. Just know that success and wish fulfillment is happening for you. Just know that all the hard work that you did to make yourself a better person, a stronger person, all that work is moving you towards this success. I've also got you, so I don't know if it could be somebody's initials, or I feel like you put a lot of work into yourself, and it is going to bring success to you. It's going to bring commitment to you. And it's going to bring somebody that's worthy of that commitment to you. So I've got the shell. The shell can be beauty. There's also the spiral. I feel like things are expanding for you. So just know that you're in a place of expansion where you are getting somebody that is on your soul path, somebody that is in the right frequency to be with you. the version of you that has done all this work, the version of you that has said no to whatever this heartbreak is. And I do feel like there's some real fear that you're dealing with, because you don't want to have this kind of heartbreak again. But I'm getting there's a need to believe that what's in front of you is going to be better than what has been behind you. Prosperity. And the King of Pentacles. It's like you're going to, the universe has spoken and you're going to get what you deserve. And what you deserve, you worked very hard to make things better for yourself. So you're going to get this committed person. You're going to get this person who has put a lot of work into themselves, because that's what you have done. And also, there's the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, the fish, and kind of this winding path. I feel like this has been a long road for you. It has been a winding path for you. But I'm getting that you're going to receive the kind of relationship that you deserve. And that you've decided to close out cycles of pain and lack of health and heartbreak, which means that, well, it's understandable to be scared because you did experience those things. Just know that you have closed out those cycles and that things are moving forward in the most beneficial way possible for you. So, is there anything else? I feel like I need to pull one more card. So what else? What else does Pile 4 need to know? 9 of Pentacles. I feel like you have stood firm in your independence and your self-worth. But you're not always going to stand firm alone. And I feel like you did need to stand firm in your independence and self-worth. But you're bringing in the abundance of this person that is on your wavelength, that is actually going to treat you in the way that you actually deserve. And partially just because you're not allowing for anybody that doesn't treat you this way. So good job. You are moving things in your favor. You've done a great job. I feel like there is going to be some judgment and karma, but your karma is good. So I wouldn't worry about it. So I hope this helps. Thank you so much. I deeply appreciate you.